Level 2, electrified fence.
Space terrifying. Let's get out of here.
But do you know one thing that's actually keeping me back? You should start the gym though, you're getting fat. Cricket.
She says she does pole dancing to empower women.
What's the difference?
There's a difference.
That's what I'm saying.
So pole dancer, you're already almost naked. You're already almost naked.
The empowerment for me.
Sex can make your relationship better.
No.
Sex can never be overrated.
It is needed.
Especially when it's good sex too.
Almost every guy has been with somebody's girlfriend.
But they are for all of us now.
That's why you're still single.
I would not agree or disagree with that because I don't want to get into trouble. I have a home to go to.
Your next question.
Oh, you ready to fail?
Who is the person that used to sus? What is it?
That woman.
Bam!
Yeah, today we'll go here.
Hey!
Let's get talk now.
And Joe been able to satisfy your cravings, yeah? Stay good. TVC Entertainment for pure entertainment.
Now you can catch up with your favorite programs on TVC.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past 3 years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank
All right. What a day. With a new day comes new strengths and new thoughts and, new energy.
Indeed.
New passion. We are here.
Yes, once again.
It's amazing to be around here today.
Wednesday morning has begun. So as you go about your day today, we would like to encourage you to sort of guard your thoughts jealously. Why? Because that happiness, that sprinkling of joy of life, it depends on it.
Absolutely. Welcome to the midweek hump of the Wake Up Nigeria show. Remember, if you can dream it, you can do it.
Of course, the secret is, it's the secret to getting ahead. Having that mindset. Just get started. Just do it. That's all you need to do.
Absolutely.
And someone who just gets it right every time she does it is Winfrey.
I get it right every time I do it.
You're doing purple today. Seriously.
Yes, I am.
That's royalty, by the way. Royalty.
Good morning, guys. It's a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. And yeah, of course, we're here to make sure your day starts with the right amount of sparkle that it needs. It's December after all, right? So we're here to have an amazing time. So stick around. It's going to be an amazing show.
It is. My name is Titilayo Oyinson.
And my name is Edgar Ariaka, or check Edgar, depends on where you know me from.
Don't forget, you can use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all social media platforms. We really appreciate hearing from each and every one of you, and of course, you being a part of our journey.
Absolutely, you can tune in to watch the show live on YouTube at TVC Entertainment, and on Facebook as well.
Download our mobile app. It's available for you to download on Google Play or iOS.
And for our loving, our audience in Nigeria, you can switch to GOTV channel 16 or UHF channel 49 to brighten up the morning.
We appreciate each and every one of you that connects with us on social media. Check out this handle. That's TVC Entertainment _. We are a community of positivity and, of course, joy.
Absolutely.
Now for what we have on the show today. It's quite a packed show on Wednesdays. On nutrition.
Yes.
You have that?
Yeah, of course I have that. I love nutrition a lot. Okay, so we have Abasiani Udo Umo, is a distinguished clinical dietitian, nutrition content creator, and media dietitian, widely known as Anne, or TLD. Her expertise is further enhanced by specialized certifications in community nutrition and therapeutic nutrition. And we're going to be discussing healthy options for Christmas celebration.
Yes.
Just talking about.
It's about time.
It's that time. It's that time of the year.
We need to plan. Are we just going to do smoky jollof throughout?
No. Fried. We're bringing in fried rice now.
Fried rice?
Fried.
We said healthy options.
Yes, now that's why fried rice has all the garbage, all the things, all that stuff.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, we'll hear from the nutritionist later on.
Absolutely.
Then on relationships, Olalade Olushola, also known as the Wholeness Queen, is a certified life coach and neuro-linguistic programming practitioner. She's called to help African women heal and embrace wholeness in every area of their lives so they can be everything the Father has created them to be. Now, as the lead of Beautified Women Coaching Network, she's committed to seeing African women be whole, purposeful, and established. Today's topic is a really interesting one, and I can't wait for us to get started. The art of effective communication in marriage. That's our discussion today.
All right. For a musical performance, we have Victor Chukwu Godson, also known as Glow Boy NHL. He is a writer, a composer, singer. He is everything, guys. He is everything. And he'll be coming around today to give us some amazing tunes. And finally.
Yes, so we have Adetoro Foshere, affectionately known as Alaja. Now, she's an entrepreneur, an entertainment executive, and founder of Toro Entertainment Company. Now, she's revolutionized event marketing, ticketing, promotion in Nigeria in her own special way. And through all these amazing events that she's put together, she's elevated the entertainment industry, creating unforgettable experiences for audiences. Can't wait to have a conversation with her to find out what makes her tick.
What makes you tick?
Me? Wake up, Nigeria.
That's brilliant. That is brilliant. Wake up.
Yeah, it's a packed show today.
Yes, it is a packed show. And I am super electrified. I am super pumped and I'm ready.
I can see. But yeah, we are also going to have a chef in the kitchen a little later on, of course, and so many other little surprises for you that you do not want to miss.
Absolutely. I am ready. I don't know, when we started, there was this energy like a motivational speaker that you gave. If you believe you can do this, you can achieve. You can miss it.
That's what we do on Wake Up Nigeria. You better get with the program. We do that a lot.
All right, cool.
We give people
I got you guys.
motivation they need every morning. But yeah, let's see if the weather is going to be motivating us today. Thank you for staying with us. My name is Winfrey Agbeleshe, and it's time for the news. We start off in Cape Town as Presidents Bola Tinubu and Cyril Ramaphosa met at the 11th session of the Nigeria-South Africa Bi-National Commission. President Ramaphosa says tourists from Nigeria can now apply for a visa without submitting a passport. He mentioned that South Africa has simplified its visa processes to facilitate travel for Nigerian investors and tourists, one of which is a 5-year multi-entry visa. Now, South Africa is also working to support Nigeria's quest to join the G20. TVC News State House correspondent Femi Akonde reports.
Excellency.
This kind of meeting between Nigeria and South African leaders usually has far-reaching implications. The two countries are among Africa's biggest economic powerhouses. The two leaders share a personal and mutually special relationship. President Cyril Ramaphosa says South Africa will fully support Nigeria's bid to join the G20 and improve trade ties between the two countries.
The African Continental Free Trade Area will allow our two countries to trade in a more seamless manner across a variety of products. And this is the time for us to seize the opportunity to begin robust trading between Nigeria and South Africa.
The visiting Nigerian president reminisced on the bilateral relationship that exists between both countries. President Bola Tinubu, however, acknowledged that there are some rough edges that should be smoothened up. Historically, the relationship between Nigeria and South Africa has often been categorized under three major pillars: conflict, cooperation, and competition. The relationship, however, has been strained by long-standing tensions, particularly as relating to both countries' aspirations to play a more decisive leadership role on the continent.
We must ensure that the spirit of the collaboration and cooperation between our two leading countries in Africa will intensify and deepen under our leadership of our respective nations. This is not a matter of choice, but of destiny that include an historical responsibility that we hold the African people.
Here, President Bola Tinubu seeks to start a new phase for Africa's largest economies, as both presidents discussed the benefits of the Africa Continental Free Trade Agreement and the role of international finance institutions on the continent, also cooperation in the mining and telecoms sector. Nigeria needs South Africa's cooperation to secure full membership in the G20 and BRICS, along with participation in the BRICS New Development Bank. Femi Akonde, TVC News.
And on the foreign scene, South Korea's President Yoon Suk-yeol has announced that he will lift the martial law he declared yesterday. Protests and condemnations followed his announcement as members of parliament voted to block his move. Demonstrators who had gathered outside parliament to protest the emergency declaration are now cheering the reversal of the move. President Suk-yeol mentioned that the move is necessary to protect the country from North Korea's communist forces and to eliminate anti-state elements. The declaration of martial law means military authorities will rule in a time of emergency and can also mean the suspension of normal civil rights. And on the foreign scene, club legend Jamie Vardy scored Leicester City's first goal of the Rod van Nistelrooy era to put the 2016 English champions one goal up against West Ham United. The legendary striker ran onto a defense-splitting pass to beat the offside trap before calmly striking the ball into the bottom corner of the net. West Ham's efforts to get back on level terms were denied by the woodwork when they struck the bar before halftime. Slim 1-0 win for Crystal Palace over Ipswich Town. And moving on, in the Spanish La Liga, Rafinha and Lamine Yamal inspired Barcelona to a first win. And that's all we're taking on News and Sports for this hour. Do stay with us. So much more to come right here on Wake Up Nigeria.
Electrified fence.
It's terrifying. Let's get out of here.
Hey, Nick fam! Remember, Nick on TVC is your one-stop for engaging children's shows like El Tigre, Paw Patrol, SpongeBob SquarePants, Kung Fu Panda, and lots more. to keep the kids glued to their screens. Catch us on Mondays to Fridays at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on TVC.
Now look me straight in the eye and tell me that you sent someone to follow me to terrorize me.
I don't know what to...
Just stop lying to me, Charlie. You are the only enemy I have in this life.
All I want now is to earn your forgiveness. I'm an inmate here.
Great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
Do you think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
Welcome to Pure Entertainment. What would you like to order from our menu today? We have the regulars.
So let me go and look for my jam results.
My 20 was 320. I suppose don't be one medical.
At this point, I contest my jam results.
I want to close the show.
I can go. I can.
That's all we can take.
I choose
Ejeki, close the show, Father.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 1, Unavailable by Davido featuring Musa Keys.
We also have today's chef special.
Yo, shine, shiny, yeah. Say recap done, and it's time for number 1 on the countdown. One of Nigeria's hottest artists right now, his name is Rema, and this one is called Charm. Kick it.
Another.
For dessert and a bit of nightcap, we have the nighttime.
The price of aviation for all. And normally, like maintaining aircrafts now and even crew and all of that, considering the amounts of even foreign staff we have working in the aviation space right here in Nigeria, like literally their bills are in dollars. Do you understand? So like parking the machines, maintenance, engineers, pilots, fueling, everything is in dollars, and then considering the exchange rates and all of that. So when I saw that, I was really worried because as much as yes, we're excited by reduced prices. Now the implication of that in reduced prices, okay, would they really be able to? Because it's something for them to say.
How many flight attendants are going to be on that flight?
So that's the thing. So they are going to fill up the this thing. Are they going to have enough fuel to actually carry you to a destination? So that's on one side. Do you understand? So there's a whole lot that goes. When I saw it, I wasn't so. I mean, great, but not so excited.
But in the end, what do you think? You have full flights as opposed to empty flights. So I'm not sure how many seats are in a. Is it 747?
So it depends on the.
I don't know how many are in there.
It depends on the. So it depends on the jet size, right? So don't stop looking at me. I'm not saying, and I'm not an aviation expert.
So the average Airbus.
To me, what is really hilarious here is the amount of calls I've received from friends that would always tell me in the past, no matter what happens, if I'm not flying, I'm not moving. If I'm not flying, I'm not going. They've been calling out and they're like, please, how can I get bus to Abuja? Where can I get bus to Edo State? You know, and that's hilarious because now, because of the prices, people are worried and they're taking like other means. Some people are actually even planning not to travel. They're just thinking of putting a family WhatsApp group and saying, hello, hope you guys are doing good. You guys know I can't come. Right? So manage that, and it's just one of those things.
It's evolving our culture and traditions. That's what's happening, because there are some kids that would be growing up in this particular year. This is the first Christmas they're probably aware of, and they're not going anywhere. They're not traveling with family. They're not, you know, even within the state, moving around within the state. The fares for ride hailing, is it ride hailing apps now?
Yes.
The rates are already.
No, that one is normal. During December, they go crazy.
I don't even
So now
know.
this year is crazy. My fare to the office today was ×2.
Goodness me. And that's the first week of December.
That's almost 10K.
Goodness me.
Just from here, I can jog it too. If it's not because of sweats, I can actually jog it.
The third week, you start jogging. You start jogging here.
Well, it's also sadly pushing people to do strange things to make money. And there's just a lot of stories. People really need to take care, really guard. They say guard your heart with all diligence. Guard your ATM card, guard your bank account, guard your PIN, guard your phone, guard your property. Estates now are putting new surveillance equipment in place because of December coming. You know, it's what people are doing to make money is really challenging.
Yeah, I mean, it's really it's interesting right now. Of course, all over the social media yesterday was a report that the senior pastor of Harvesters International Christian Center, which is the church I attend, was called in for investigation and for questioning in one of the Abuja police stations and all of that. It was all over the internet. It was funny because people were commenting that when he was giving free transportation, it did not trend like this, but like literally as it was scrolling, it was everywhere. But it was good to actually see that by 11:43 p.m. yesterday, he actually posted on his Twitter, Grace, 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 this is my story, because he was actually released. So the story was actually all over the place, and it was basically allegedly that it was a fraud investigation going on and then money laundering to the tune of 1.5 billion. Naira and all of that. So, I mean, stories here, stories there. They were talking about how, I mean, it was probably a member. It had to do with real estate, defrauded some people, allegedly, and probably channeled the money through the church's accounts. Like, this is not verified. This is information we have right now. But then again, it's important for people to know that, I mean, people can do different crazy things. In church, based on the fact that, oh yes, we're church members, and they know they can easily get the trust of other people and all of that. But then again, to hold the senior pastor accountable, that's a different story entirely. But of course, if people in position decide that, okay, fine, they want to do that to prove a point, it's understandable. But the great news is that he has been released, and the matter itself is being investigated. So yes, I mean, whether you're in church or a church brethren or not, and they bring anything to you, please go through the due process and make sure that you do the right thing.
Who are these church members that come with humongous, should I call them tithes and offerings, and in the guise of, yes, they're giving to God, but how much do you know about? So, companies do KYC, know your customer. So now the KYC is know your church member. Because
how many thousands and thousands in some churches, probably millions, are you meant to go and be literally looking at?
I hear you, but when very large amounts of money come in, you need to take note of who these people are.
Absolutely.
I would advise the top leadership of the churches, it might not even be the lead pastor, just do some KYC.
The truth is, what I think is, if the proper systems that are meant to be in charge of this situation actually do their jobs. In the US, there's a certain amount of, once you enter your accounts, sorry, you are coming in for questioning. Do you understand? So there are certain things that are, I mean, we're talking about that. We have security agents, don't we? We have financial, so all those things. So is it the church's responsibility to start monitoring their members and start chasing them and figuring out?
I think when you think about it from the perspective of the church looking at the details of the amount that gets into their account, it is okay to say this is a little bit alarming when certain figures get into the account.
You know how much people are making?
Yes, but it's okay to say, oh, brother.
From
brother,
said.
Brother Emmanuel,
Let's pray together.
Can we pray about this? How did you get this money?
So you're not asking, wow.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Because at the end of the day, the money doesn't really go to God. It's used for church facilities, church equipment, and all the rest. So it's important to always say, as someone who is leading a church, you want to be sure that every...
You want to be sure.
Yeah, you have to be sure.
You have to.
You are God's... Yes, exactly.
At this point...
Anyways, I'm going to...
You know why it's important? Because not every church member is a true Christian.
Of course.
Exactly.
So the mistake a lot of people make, see, they say, the church is like a hospital. Everybody, all patients are coming in, but only some are responding to treatments. So we need to understand that, yes, it's the same thing. Jesus didn't come for the people in the church, right? He came for the people outside.
Preach!
So the people...
Preach!
My point, chat, in summary of all of this, Jesus was arrested and crucified seriously. But then again, just imagine if that actually happened in this era. Just imagine if Jesus was in our time and all the things they said and all the... We won't believe now. Will you believe? Will you be a Christian?
No, I doubt it. I doubt it.
My point is that...
I reserve my comment.
My point is that, anyways, that...
It might come to that point where... So everyone sees this, really great looking, well-dressed church member that comes to church every Sunday without fail. It's always the first one to altar call, whenever they say they want, you see the person in front every morning. Do you really know what's going on?
See, I'm not saying there's no responsibility at all. I'm not saying the church is absorbed of every responsibility. But I'm saying that let's be factual now, realistic. Do you understand? Considering certain things. The number of people in the churches are alarming. And yes, of course, we even know that there are people that set up churches particularly for this kind of thing. Do you understand? So my point is, if the agencies in charge, which I believe, in this situation, I guess they're trying to do their due diligence and all of that, they need to take up responsibility and do that much. But of course, now that he has been roped in, I'm sure he will definitely also, investigation is going on both sides, in church and all of that. So
I just feel like, the church should also set up a little committee.
It's true.
They should just set up a little...
set up police station.
No.
And the FCC.
There is hell for that. There is hell. There's already hell for as our police station. All right. But I just feel like they should set up a little committee that's always tracking this, because this isn't good news for the pastor. What my meaning is, it's not a great thing to be in the news for such kind of a...
because Jesus was arrested.
Winfrey, do you really want to go there now? Let's not go to
would you mind?
Let's backtrack. Let's backtrack, because the reason why we started this conversation is because of the economic situation in the it's not even just in the country, in the world. People are doing all sorts of things to divert money, defraud people. So everyone needs to be extra vigilant about who they're having dealings with. Just because the person is in your church WhatsApp group
does not mean
you should do
exactly.
business with them.
Or the person is a reverend. The person is an apostle.
True.
Please.
Not recently, very
General
recently.
overseer.
So this actually happened to someone really close, right? Someone actually called her and told her that, oh yes, I'm from this church group. We're having choir meeting in so time. She now looked at the number like, I don't know you. I've been a member of this choir for a long time. And in that space of time, they hacked her phone.
Wow.
Yeah. They literally hacked her phone and literally started asking people for money.
Wow.
So what is
not even going too far. This was my mother-in-law.
Wow.
Like literally. So she actually sent me a message that, oh, please don't respond to any messages from this particular, this is my number and all of that.
I'm just wondering,
crazy.
how do you, if someone calls you and says, oh, the spirit said I should give you 2 billion. Do I now question the spirit?
Which spirit is that?
Thank you, but no thank you.
No, thank you, but no thank
you.
Which
someone is sending if someone is sending you 2 billion from your account,
of course,
for what?
For what?
Please.
You can use anybody now.
No.
Please.
The Lord is not using it to do
you
that.
You ask me spirits, please.
But at this point, we'd love to hear your thoughts on this particular matter. Use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC, and let's hear your thoughts. But at this point, we're going to be taking a quick break. We'll be back after this.
Now you can catch up with your favorite programs on TVC. Log on to www.youtube.com/TVC Entertainment. Join the fun.
As the morning light filters in, the Max Breakfast kickstarts your day from the bedside.
Bring you the morning vibe and plenty of ginger to start your day right.
Join us on the Max Breakfast as we help you see your day one step at a time. On Max Hits, we've got the ultimate playlist for you. We give you back-to-back.
And all the biggest news from the world of entertainment, only on Max Hits.
Area, waiting the apple, waiting the top. You need to know what you need waiting the 102.3 Max FM.
Lagos, Nigeria, you're welcome to the Max Drive.
Whether you're there for inside motor, you're there for inside traffic, we're there for you with a Max.
Late nights on Max FM is where we help you connect the dots and put you in that place where you are ready to do it right.
We are dishing out the top hits of the week, counting down the biggest songs on your radio.
Let's go.
Right now.
On Max Sports, we bring to you sporting events happening all around the world.
It's not just sports, it's entertainment.
You know what it is. It's the Max House Party. King Dion, DJ Charlie Sheen. Let's go!
We are your go-to for hit music, entertainment, and top-notch radio all day, every day. 102.3 Max FM. Hit music for Lagos.
Level 2, electrified fence.
Great, terrifying. Let's get out of here.
Hey, Nick fam! Remember, Nick on TVC is your one-stop for engaging children's shows like El Tigre, Paw Patrol, SpongeBob SquarePants, Kung Fu Panda, and lots more to keep the kids glued to their screens. Catch us on Mondays to Fridays at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on TVC.
Back. It's time for us to take a quick look at what's happening on the covers of the newspapers this morning. And Edgar is here with me once again.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
We are looking at the cover of the Daily Times newspaper first. And today is Wednesday, December 4th, 2024. It says here, Senate to probe NMPCL over 8.4 trillion naira withheld subsidy funds. Passes 2025 to 2027 MTEF FSP. Then there is a photo story right there on the cover with President Bola Tinubu with President Cyril Ramaphosa on arrival at Cape Town for the 11th session of the Nigeria-South Africa Binational Commission in Cape Town, South Africa. It also says right there at the bottom, stop hemorrhaging Nigerians through levies, PRP tells federal government. And at the top left, it says here, Tinubu, Nigeria, South Africa must drive Africa's transformation. It also says here, 706 ballot boxes, 50 election bags, others items destroyed in IKA North INEC office. Rich Nigerians not paying enough taxes, says Senator Jimo Ibrahim. And Senate confirms General Oluyede as Chief of Army Staff. That's what we have on the cover of the Daily Times.
Absolutely. I think the one that really strikes my interest is Tinubu saying Nigeria, South Africa must drive Africa's transformation. And that is really beautiful to see the amount of work put into that, because I know they signed a 5 years MOU where they're about, making sure violence, criminality is reduced in both countries. And it's beautiful to see that the president is traveling to different countries to make sure things are working. I mean, people always complaining and saying, what is he doing? What is he doing? This is good work, and I'm grateful for this one.
It's so interesting because obviously over recent months, there's been a lot of back and forth about the relationship between South Africa and Nigeria. So this is definitely a step in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Trying to, resolve past issues and create new ties.
Yeah.
We have the Nation newspaper with us as well. It says here on the cover of the Nation, Kuka, okay, tax reform, Senate widens consultation. AGF MDAs to work with lawmakers, stormy session in House of Reps. It says here, fire causes havoc in Kwara, Yobe, Taraba, Delta, and INEC office raised. Page 28 has more on that. It says here, it has a similar photo story here. It says Tinubu Ramaphosa to deepen Nigeria-South Africa partnership. And nobody has claimed ownership of 753 duplexes, what EFCC filed in court. Now, that story came up in the papers earlier this week, if you can remember.
On Monday.
Yes.
It's interesting because I was reading this and I was just wondering what is really going on. It's funny because some of the companies involved, they're trying to say they have no business with those the buildings.
Wow.
And, individuals are saying they don't own it as well. So it's really difficult for the EFCC to really go about and find proper owners of this building because everyone is claiming they have no business with it. They don't know about it. The houses are empty. And it's...
So it is strange because obviously raw materials were purchased, wood, cement, blocks were all purchased to build these things. Eventually, the investigation is going to get all the way down to probably the artisans and the maisons who worked on it.
Absolutely.
Is everyone going to say they don't know who paid them to do that? And when you think about it...
I'm very sure you'll probably get cases of whistleblowing very soon. To say, oh, it was so the person, it's this person that did that. And I'm just hoping that, whatever happens, the buildings are used properly. Because if you look at the pictures.
Yeah, quite beautiful.
Beautiful pictures. Beautiful pictures, So I'm hoping that at the end of the day, it is used for something amazing and helps to feed the people.
Okay, now still on the cover of The Nation, we talked a bit about it earlier on. Airline crashes 1-hour flight fare to 80,000 naira. Now that is some news. Because I've seen airfares of 180, 160, even probably 200,000, even just to get from Lagos to Abuja for some airlines. And it was getting scary. It was getting scary.
Yes, it is. It is actually a scary thing because we understand that this is the period where people get to travel a lot. And people want to travel to meet their families. And it's should I say it's good news that they reduced the prices? Because now, if you consider the amount of people that will be traveling, the amount of work, and we all know how.
They're definitely going to have full flights, that's for sure.
Exactly. And then you would have a lot of that. And then, I just hope that you don't have issues with stopping here and there, having flight issues about.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Godspeed to them and Godspeed to all the travelers this December. We have the Daily Independent newspaper with us as well. It says here, again, House of Reps session turns rowdy over tax reform bills. Protesters storm National Assembly over bills. Pengasan says bills will stifle oil, gas industry. Confirms Port Harcourt refinery is working. It also says here, right at the top left, Reps give Tinubu 72 hours to unfreeze NCIPA accounts. Aero contractors crashes airfares to 80,000 naira. MD says 35% interest rate may kill aviation business. It also says here, apologies, fire destroys election materials at INEC office in Delta. FAN MD kicks over touting harassment of passengers at airports. Nigeria, other African airlines in slowest growth in air cargo market as global demand is up by 9.8%. And South Africa relaxes visa rules for Nigerian investors and tourists. So I guess that was probably part of the conversation that the two presidents were having while the president of Nigeria was in South Africa.
It's huge. I think it's really a big deal. To really curb violence as much as you can. It's really interesting. Another thing that really happens here is fire destroys election materials at INEC office in Delta. This is not the first time something like this is happening in Nigeria. I think we need to look at ways. We need to start looking at ways to curb things like this from happening in the future because it's a democracy. How do you begin to have materials? So we need to also look at that. It's something we should. So government should look at.
We'll definitely be watching that story. We're hoping that you are watching those headlines as well. Let's know your thoughts. Use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC as you post or tweet or tag us. That's #WakeUpNigeria TVCE. At this point, we have to head into the kitchen. Thank you, Edgar, for joining me. Winnie, it's all yours.
Welcome into the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning right here in the Wake Up Nigeria studio at Ikosi. And I have with me here Chef Adiola. Hi, Chef. Good morning. How are you doing today? Awesome. So I see we are doing something quite simple, straight to the point. Making this morning. Salsa. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, all right, no problem. So we're making a salsa breakfast sandwich this morning, but let's go on a quick break, pay some bills. We'll be right back.
Now look me straight in the eye and tell me that you sent someone to follow me to terrorize me.
I don't know what.
Just stop lying to me, Charlie. You are the only enemy I have in this life.
All I want now is to earn your forgiveness. I'm an inmate here, just like you are.
Conditional freedom. We will now begin this process by reviewing.
Where is Eric?
I'm an online special. I want to start the gym, yeah? But do you know one thing that's actually keeping me back? You should start the gym though, you're getting fat. Cricket.
She says she does pole dancing to empower women.
What's the difference? There's a difference.
That's what I'm saying. So pole dancer,
you're already almost naked. You're already almost naked.
No, it's the empowerment for me.
Sex can make a relationship better.
No.
Sex can never be overrated.
It is needed.
Especially when it's good sex too.
Almost every guy has been with somebody's girlfriend.
But they are for all of us now.
That's why you're still single.
I would not agree or disagree with that because I don't want to get into trouble. I have a home to go to.
Your next question.
Oh, you ready to fail?
Who is the person that used to suspect?
That woman.
Damn!
Today we'll go here.
Hey!
Let's get talk now.
I'm sure we've been able to satisfy your cravings, yeah? Stay good. TVC Entertainment for pure entertainment. Now you can catch up with your favorite programs on TVC. Log on to www.youtube.com/TVC Entertainment. Join the fun.
Bell peppers and the apples into cubes. Then this is vinegar, so we are going to toss it in vinegar.
Oh, we're going to toss
for
it
more
in
flavor, yes.
Okay.
Or we can use lemon juice or lime juice.
Okay, lemon juice or lime juice.
It's not going on fire at all.
It's not going on fire
yes.
at all. Okay, okay.
Yes,
okay.
so, and we'll be boiling the eggs and toasting the bread.
Okay, so we're going to be eating raw onions, raw bell peppers. And
Once you're able to toss it in this,
in
it helps it helps to
help
cook.
it. Oh,
Yes, you are trying to put in a little bit of spiciness in the salsas. Always have spice and some hotness to them.
So what's happening with the eggs?
We're just boiling and slicing.
Oh, we're boiling and slicing.
So
So is
we'll
it
be-
going with, we're not tossing it, no?
No, we'll just lay. It's going to be on. So like I said, the topping for protein. So the egg goes first, then the salsa goes next.
Okay, and then of course we have the margarine and
The margarine is for the toasting. The mayonnaise is for to layer the
layering
sandwich.
as well. All right, seems quite simple and straightforward, but I like the fact that it's actually new and it's different, right? From the normal sandwich, probably we have egg sandwich, tuna sandwich, and all that. So this actually is something different, and of course, it's actually very healthy as well. Now, this bread is giving me agege vibes.
Yes.
Love it, love it, love it. So did you intentionally pick non-sliced bread?
Yes, because I want a bit thicker slices.
Okay,
Yes,
okay. So how are we going to be
so
cutting this?
I will cut it
Horizontally?
Just yes, same way, same vertical way of
Okay,
cutting.
vertical way.
But it's a bit. I want something a bit
Thicker
thicker.
than
yes.
the normal. So it's going to be like a mini sub, right? Like it's going to be like this. It's not going to be like short slices. You know how?
No, it's still short slices, but you know when you have the slicing, it's always a bit thinner.
Yes,
So
yes.
I just want it thicker. That's why I
Okay,
choose to
thicker.
slice it.
Okay, are we going to be pan frying the?
Yes, toasting. Yes.
Toasting the loaf in the pan. Right, amazing. And for that, we're using margarine. In case you want to try this recipe at home, which you totally should, this is sandwich, salsa sandwich. And the ingredients for that, we have green and red apples. We have bread, mayonnaise, onions, vinegar, cayenne pepper, eggs, and some margarine. So now, are we measuring how much vinegar we're going to use? Because I know it's
just a little. We're not
because
using
this is just normal plain white vinegar, right?
Yes, but it's salted. So.
But it's salted. Because I'm like, okay, and I know it's not good to consume too much vinegar, right?
Yeah, because it could be choky.
Yes,
and
also like even for your teeth, sensitive teeth and all
so
that.
when we toss, we're still going to try to drain it out. We leave it a bit and drain it out so that because we don't want fluid in the margarine. We don't want it soaked in the sandwich.
In the sandwich.
We don't want
right. So I'm trying to think or envisage what the sandwich is going to taste like because I'm
it's
thinking
going to be very flavorful.
Very flavorful.
You will have a little bit of spice from here.
From the pepper.
A little bit spiciness.
Okay, because I'm thinking apples, pepper. Okay. Actually seems like it's going to come together nicely. It's going to be like a contrasting taste.
Yes.
But yeah, that's literally what's going to make it feel like a celebration on your palates because it's Christmas. So you definitely can do this for your family or friends during the holidays, right? A quick breakfast snack for them. All right. So, I mean, is there any other thing we could substitute any ingredients here for or anything we can add? You know, some people don't like boiled eggs.
Okay, you could go for scrambled, but when you boil and slice, it gives it that layer. But when you're putting like scrambled eggs, it could be very uneven.
Or maybe sunny side up.
Yeah, that too could work.
Could work. Okay. What if people don't want the eggs at all? You want to take the eggs out totally?
You could go for a patty. You know what we call this burger patty?
Yes.
You could go for chicken. Maybe just slice your chicken breast thinly.
Okay. The main thing that makes it the salsa shy is the combination of the apples.
This is the salsa.
Okay, that's
this
the salsa.
And this. This is.
And we take out the onions. People don't like raw onions.
Salsa is not. This is going to work for anything raw. This is what's going to do something. So we'll put it first and leave it to sit while we are toasting the bread.
Right.
You might not even, and of course the cream will cover too. We're adding 2 layers of cream.
No. All right. So I mean, what are we starting with? And this particular
I want to put my eggs on fire.
Okay,
leave
so let's
it to
do
boil.
that.
Yes.
So we have water, the fire, the pot is literally here. Fire is on. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. So yeah, we'll just put that there. Yeah. So now so are we doing well done? Is our eggs going to be well done? Hard-boiled eggs, right?
Yes.
Not half-boiled. All right, great. And how many minutes would you say it takes eggs?
10 to 12.
Yeah, what people say, but does it really work?
It does.
It does. 10 to 12 hard-boiled gray yolk?
Yes.
Gray yolk, okay.
Might not be gray.
Might not be gray. Okay, so maybe like, but hard yellow.
Yes.
Yolk. Okay, so 10 to 12 minutes. Good. And then next up will be, what are we doing next?
I'll slice my bread. Yes, so I can be toasting on the other side.
Okay, so we're toasting the bread before we make the sandwich in it?
Yes.
Okay.
I want the 2 sides brown.
Okay, amazing. All right, so we're toasting the bread first, slicing and toasting the bread first. And feel free, I guess we can substitute with probably wheat bread.
Yes.
Party in some cases where people don't want to.
Yes, or even if you want to do crepes, but it will become a wrap.
Oh, okay.
But for crepes, I will go for chicken instead of eggs.
Chicken instead of eggs. Yes. All right. The amazing thing about food is art, right? You can actually just substitute whatever you want and make sure you put in exactly what you need in there. All right, can definitely wait for this amazing sandwich to come together nicely. And interestingly, we actually have a very interesting conversation on the couch. Nutrition is actually standing by right about now. So yeah, so it's actually gonna, okay, so you said thick slices.
Thick slices.
All right, so I mean using the bread knife is definitely makes sense and is, I mean, just makes everything easier and makes it come together nicely. All right. Nice, because I'm actually wary of buying on sliced bread because I'm like, if I buy on sliced bread, I won't bother slicing it. But yeah, that's working. That's working. So we need this on, right?
Yes, ma'am. Not here. Okay, yes, we can have it on.
Yeah, so the pan can get...
But we prefer the heat on low.
So, okay, on low heat. Okay, I was going to ask. Okay, so we're going to put this on low heat because we don't want the bread burnt.
Yes, we
want it nice and brown.
Golden brown.
Golden brown, yes, not burnt. Okay, nice. So the margarine going in the pan first?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Or are we going to be cooking the bread?
No,
we'll just put it in the pan. So we'll just slightly put the margarine a little bit in the in the pan and then start toasting our bread. So while that is happening, let's actually head over to the couch where we have nutrition standing by with Titi.
Indeed, it's time for us to talk about what we are eating, what we're consuming this December. Yeah, I know you've been preparing for that smoky jollof. I know you've been preparing for that ofada rice. I know you've been, calculating how many burgers you can fit in to each weekend. Yeah, that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about what you should not be eating this December. Now we have on nutrition Abasienye Atiman Udo Umo. She is a distinguished clinical dietitian, nutrition content creator, and media dietitian. Now she's widely known as Ann, or TLD, the Lagos dietitian, and her expertise is further enhanced by specialized certifications in community nutrition, therapeutic nutrition, and today it's all about healthier options for Christmas celebrations. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you very much, Titi. It's nice to be back.
It's been a minute. The Lagos dietitian is back in the building. It's good to have you.
Yeah, it's been a minute. We've been trying to work hard.
Okay, so I know some people have been, telling their tailor to adjust their waistline.
Just give a little extra.
Use elastic bands.
So that if I sit down, I will not show.
So we know that people need guidance on what they should not be doing this December.
Yeah.
But why is it?
It's not necessarily about how bad these meals are. It's the quantity that we consume the food in. So I'd like to say that, first of all, there's nothing wrong with eating, right? But food is a communal event in this part of the world. We eat as much as we like. Food is a community, so everybody's sitting down. Oh, why are you not eating? Kilo share, are you okay?
Yeah.
So we have to eat so much food at once, and the principle of portion control does not apply to us.
It's out the window.
It's like, it's not even passing, right?
Yeah.
So because of that, we tend to overindulge, and that's where the problem always lies. Yeah.
So the truth is, if my mother-in-law or my elder sister-in-law says you have to eat, why are you not eating? Is it that you don't like the food? I'm going to.
Yeah, because we're Africans, right?
Exactly.
Respect is
it's very easy. Culture.
So,
but that's my excuse. But what exactly is the damage that's going on in the body?
So when we overindulge in terms of whatever types of foods are available, whether it's properly cooked food from the smoky jollof to your father rice that you were talking about, or you're trying to have Christmas treats like the cakes, the fruit cakes, the pound cakes of this world, the ice cream, because Christmas is literally an excuse to eat anything, right? So over time, you're eating ultra-processed foods, you're eating overly processed foods, you're eating a lot of junk. In January, you have 20 kg extra.
Wow.
And then you're like, oh, how did I gain all this weight? New year, new me. I'm going to do fit farm.
I want to slay this month.
I
want to. A lot of gym memberships skyrocket in January.
Because everybody is new year, new me. You must get this body.
Oh.
Let's start this year on the road.
So let's tell them some options. Can you do?
Mindfulness.
Okay.
Practice mindfulness. Okay. So it's like, oh, I'm going for an event, but I'm going for the food. You know how we say, oh, I'm going for the food. We're not going for the event, we're going for the food.
Okay.
Nobody's saying you shouldn't do that.
All right.
Don't go extremely hungry, because when you're extremely hungry, you tend to make the wrong choices. Eat everything within grasp. That's not how it works.
All right.
So have a little food at least in the tummy. It's not, it's your party. It's not your party.
Wow.
Have a little food in your tummy, so that when you get there, you can make an informed decision. Oh, let me eat one portion of jollof rice as opposed to eating 3 portions of jollof rice. Let me find out if they had a salad option.
Okay.
Add it to my plate.
Okay.
Let me find out what kind of protein is available. Strategic thinking if you like.
TLD, we have to pause on this conversation, but we're going to throw it to social media. Use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC and let us know your thoughts on this. And we'll be back to this topic in a bit. Winfrey has something she wants to show us in the kitchen quite quickly.
Absolutely, because I mean this salad is coming together so nicely, and I just had to show you guys. I couldn't wait for that conversation to be over, so I need to drag you guys back right here into the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen to show you what Chef Adiola is up to now. Take a look at this golden brown toast. Right, when she said golden brown, I doubted her. I won't lie. But this looks so good, and literally we just use margarine, right?
Yes,
this is margarine, and then we put the bread here to toast, and see, it looks so nice. Like, how many minutes did it take?
I didn't even
and
check.
on low
It's very low. It's
very, very low.
You won't need to panic.
You don't need to panic, right? Yes. And I love it. Like, I can feel the crunchy, the surface is so crunchy, and the bottom, like, even the smell, I mean, from the margarine, getting into the bread, definitely looks and feels so good already. Amazing. So, are these good to go out, or should we still leave them?
The other side, yeah. This one is to.
Okay, this one is still, so just the side.
Just this color is what we're looking for.
We're looking for this color, okay? Is this flip side okay?
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit?
Yes, a little bit.
Okay. Oh, well, it looks so good. And of course, our eggs are boiling in the other pan. And yeah, so we're dicing. So now that is a dice of apples we're going for, right?
Yes, and almost everything is going to be just this.
Okay, so the onions, the pepper are going to be the same size.
We'll try to
get
it to be the same cut.
Okay. We're going to be trying to get the same cut and the same, I think the trick here is to have a really sharp knife. But still, please be careful. Oh. Be careful so you don't cut yourself. All right, amazing. So what would you say is your favorite kitchen process?
Kitchen process?
Yes.
In cooking?
Yes, in cooking.
Oops. I'm not a fan of prepping or cutting anything.
Really?
Yes.
So you just like
I have no choice than to do them sometimes. So
what's your best part? The best part is?
It's the main cooking itself. The main cooking actually. Itself. The but my favorite cooking method is stir frying.
Stir frying?
You will find me stir frying almost everything.
Are you serious? Why? Is it easier? Is it simpler?
It's not easier. No. Okay. It increases cooking time. But really, more flavors are just more flavor into the food. The finishing, the texture of the food is always
totally different.
But you can't do that for every meal. Anyway.
You can't stir fry beans, can you?
No.
We probably can. No, we've just not tried it.
I do that I do that with the spices I'm using for the beans, maybe the onions.
Yes.
Rather than just pouring what we call the porridge beans, rather than just pouring my oil and everything straight to the beans, I will still fry. So I always love to fry my spices and my herbs.
So what do you have to tell those people that say frying things, fry too much fry is not good?
No, when we are talking of stir frying, we're not talking of dunking things in lots of oil. Right? No. Okay. You just have a greased pan, low heat.
Yes.
You toast
allow
everything.
The flavors.
Then it helps to reduce the sharpness and spices. Some people complain that I don't like spices in my food. They are too sharp. When you toast those things, it helps to reduce that sharpness. Okay. And you get what you want.
Okay, that means you do a lot of Chinese then?
Yes, I do, yes.
All right, amazing. Okay, so we've seen what's happening right here. We'll definitely be back in the second hour. But right now, let's head back to that nutrition conversation.
And we started a very interesting conversation earlier on healthy eating and the 80-20 rule. I can see some fruits and veggies right there with our chef. Even though she's making a staple meal with bread, she also has her fruits also that she's working with. So this is what we're talking about this December, yes?
Yes, please. Balance, adequacy, variety. So it's always very easy to focus on the staples and focus on the proteins, forgetting the fruits and vegetables, which is the concept of balance and adequacy. So you have a plate. Divide into 4 quarters. Let half of the plate be filled with some type of vegetable, some type of fiber-based thing, maybe a salad, maybe some roasted vegetables. You have your rice, if you like, and then some type of protein, whether it's chicken, whether it's fish, whether it's beef. As long as you don't have dietary conditions that are preventing you from eating certain things, this is the way to go. Now, the 80-20 rule says you have 80% nutritious meals and then 20% for enjoyable treats. So it's not like you can't have cake or you can't have ice cream or chocolate or any of those fun desserts. I mean, I eat these things for God's sake. But it's the quantity and the frequency in which you're consuming all of these things. The idea is for you to have fun, but still maintain your weight so that you're not saddled with so much work in January. I mean, January is the beginning of the year and you're trying to figure out what you want to do for the year. That's not the time for you to try to be losing weight. It's let your head be in the right place.
So right now, I kind of feel like I should buy my own takeaway plate that has that divider inside. You know that plastic plate that has space?
Yeah, that has compartments.
You know,
yeah.
and then just whenever I'm going anywhere, just carry it along with me.
I mean, if you could get the plate to use at home and then continue using it at home, it will now inform your decision, so you can eyeball when you go out to events and say to your waiter, oh, I would not like this much portion of food. You don't have to take everything that is coming your way.
Exactly. Now, the Lagos dietitian is going to be here with us throughout the month of December, talking to us about our dietary needs for this Christmas season. It's great to have you.
It's great to be here.
All right. Of course, your thoughts are very welcome. Use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC online. Let's connect with you. At this point, we have to take a quick break, but there's still so much more on Wake Up Nigeria.
I'm Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Welcome to Warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked, and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty, erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting, as the arts are meant to be.
Hello and good morning. Wow, okay, so the first hour went really well, and we hope you are super charged up and ready to go with us for the second lap of the show.
Absolutely, that's right. It's time to shift to Chair 2. All right, and because we are definitely going to add some sunshine to your day this morning.
Yes, indeed. So whether you are maybe heading to work, maybe dropping off the kids at school, or just enjoying a lazy morning, Wake Up Nigeria is right here to be your guide to an extraordinary day.
Yeah, I can still hear some few yawns here and there stretching, you know.
Really?
Come on, it's morning.
It's 8. Are you sure?
You guys, please, welcome back. Welcome back to one of the best, you know, breakfast show in Nigeria.
Speaking of breakfast, there's a lot happening in the kitchen right now.
Ooh, what's cooking?
Winfrey, what's cooking?
So we're still here together. Our salsa breakfast sandwich, right, with Chef Adiola. And yeah, of course, it's coming together nicely, Chef. How's it going there?
We're almost done.
Yes, we're almost done.
Chopping the veggies.
So we're chopping the veggies now. The green apples are chopped up. The red apples are being chopped up. We have a first batch of toasted golden brown bread. I want you guys to see what this looks like. Here. Ooh, looks good. Smells nice as well. And see, now I told you it was going to soggy up if we cover it. Anyway,
we are trying not to allow the amatan.
Yeah, so she doesn't want it to dry. She doesn't want bread to be too dried up and all of that. And of course, I'm sure our eggs are ready now. Our eggs should be ready now because they're boiling. They've been boiling for a while. Yeah. So the eggs should be ready, and we'll be cooling them off in a bit. So yeah. That's about it.
Can't wait. Classic take on bread and egg there.
Yes.
Classic take. My name is Titilayo Oyinson.
And I am Edgar Ariaka. Please do not forget to share your morning moments with us using the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC across all social media platforms at TVC Entertainment. Now let's make this journey an interesting one together.
Yes, indeed. Now, our people on the go, you need to keep your energy high. Keep with us on our mobile app. It's available for Google Play and iOS. And if you're in Nigeria, you can always switch to GOTV channel 16 or UHF channel 49 or indeed StarTimes channel 121. We are bringing the joy straight into your homes.
And yes, that's absolutely right.
Yeah.
And let's not forget to connect on every social media platform. You can follow us at TVC Entertainment. You know,
Underscore.
Yes, TVC Entertainment underscore. Thank you. To stay in the loop with all the latest and behind the scene moments.
Now, for what we have left on the show, relationship conversation is going to be an interesting one. Ololade Olushola, also known as the Wholeness Queen, is a certified life coach and neuro-linguistic programming practitioner. She's been called to help African women heal and embrace wholeness in every area of their lives so they can be everything the Father has created them to be. Of course, there's quite a lot we're going to be discussing today, but this amazing lady is going to be discussing the art of effective communication in marriage. It's an art. It's not something that just happens. It's something we need to learn and imbibe, and hopefully our tips today will help.
I'm actually going to be getting my notes for this one so I can just learn. You know. For a musical performance, we have Victor Chukwuwa Godson, also known as Global Boy NHL. He is a writer, composer, singer. This guy is everything. He's too good. He's going to be coming today and giving us some great tunes with music. You know, I can't wait for that one.
And finally, Adetoro Foshere, affectionately known as Alaja. She's an entrepreneur, entertainment executive, and so much more. The founder of Toro Entertainment Company. Now, she's revolutionized event marketing, ticketing, and promotion in Nigeria in her own way. And through some amazing events, she's elevated the industry, creating unforgettable experiences. We cannot wait to have her on the couch to have a conversation.
You know, that reminded me of the Adetoro Kan.
Oh,
you know the Adetoro Kan?
I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe you send me a link. I'll connect with that. So the weather has been really back and forth. I'm not sure if the Hamatan is here yet or not. But yeah, let's give you the update for the rest of the week.
All right.
Hello and welcome back. Now, yes, at this time of year, people are thinking, have I got enough to pay that landlord? Am I gonna ever have my own property? Well, maybe with a company like this, you might just get the chance. Now, I'm talking about GDL House Money. And we have Mr. Yemi Adekoya here.
Hello, it's good to be here.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, so GDL House Money is, giving us a lot of different offerings.
Yes, we are.
Everyone wants to own their own home.
Yes.
So how are you making this easier for us?
Okay, GDL House Money is a rent-to-own home ownership plan that empowers you to own your house when you pay a fixed amount monthly. Now, that fixed amount is what determines the amount of finance we're able to give you and subsequently your home cost limit. So what happens is you pay that for a while, we give you a multiple of what you have saved, we put all that together and you are able to buy that house. And we give it to you at 9.9% interest rate.
Okay, so I need to break this down. Let's give it in layman's terms. Okay, if I was to pay rent to my landlord,
yes,
the average renter in Lagos is probably doing a minimum of $1 million right now. Now, let's say that's my rent, and I would love to use that as a way to start with GDL House Money. How would that go? How would that work for me?
Okay, so where we start with is how much do you earn in a month?
Okay.
So you earn 300,000, you earn 400,000.
Okay.
Are you able to take out of that 400,000 and put down 100,000 every month? And you do that, for example, in our first variant, which is House Money Classic. You do that for 42 months. You can also do that for 24 months. So somewhere between 24 and 42 months. If you can drop 100,000 monthly for that period, GDL will give you 3 times of whatever you've contributed in that period. And we will lend you that money at 9.9%. So that's what we're saying. So we start with your earning capacity. How much do you earn? How much can you put together? And you know the beautiful thing, you talked about landlords.
Yes, sir.
I can tell you that most of us, our landlords have increased rent every year, year on year for the last couple of years.
Of course.
So if you move into a GDL financed house, you are in your house, so you stop paying rent to that landlord, and then you have the opportunity of fully becoming the owner once you pay us back.
So this full payment now would eventually take how long? So yes, I've been able to save, let's say, 100,000 for 42 months. That's about what, 4.2? 4.2 million. You multiply that by 3.
By 3, that's about 12 points.
Which is obviously the down payment
so
for that.
You have 12.6 plus 4.2. That is 16 points.
Okay, so how long do I have to pay off the 16 points?
So you're only going to pay on the money we lend you. So you're only paying 9.9% interest rate on the 12.2.
Not the 16.
Not the 16.
Amazing, amazing.
And then we give you 11 and a half years. So maximum program tenure is 15 years.
So 15 years based on your age, I believe.
Yes,
based on your age.
So once you are 45 and under, we can deal. The reason why we chose 45 is that we believe most people retire at 60. So you have 15 years. So we don't want you to be paying stuff after you've retired and then your cash flow is not as much. But even if you are above 45, we can still work with you. All that will happen is that we'll create a customized schedule for you to make up your payments.
So GDL House Money has different products. You mentioned Classic just now.
Yes.
Which other products do you
So
have?
we have Community.
Okay.
So in Classic, what we do is we empower you to buy a house.
Okay.
So you buy an already built up property. That's what you do. And then you move in and you start paying us back. But for House Money Community, you can come together in groups of between 10 and 25.
Wow.
So you have a group of friends, of colleagues, family. You know, some people, they like people knowing their business. And there are other people, they don't like people in their business. So, but you like people, you like to do things together. You have a trade association. You can come together, and then between 10 to 25 of you can come together, and we will empower you. We will buy the land.
Wow.
We will construct the community based on each person's capacity. So you would have one person having a 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
Another person having a 4-bedroom, because that's the capacity.
So unique to whatever people can actually manage.
What they can afford.
But you know what? We're going to take a quick break and come back to talk a bit more about GDL House Money.
like to eat better. More nutritious meals, more veggies. But we want it tasty and easy too. Knorr Cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic. And enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past few years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company not just in Nigeria but throughout.
All of you who eventually want to become homeowners, talking to Mr. Adekoya from GDL House Money, and he's given us some really juicy products, and some of them seem out of this world. The one you started talking about just now was the community product.
Yes.
Right?
So like I said, with community, you can come together in groups of 10 and 25. You have a cooperative, you have an association, and we will empower you to buy the land, build your community, and then after 5 years, because 2 years you come, you form your community, and you start making your contributions. After 2 years, we will empower you to buy. We build the houses within that land, within that space, and then in 5 years, you all can move into your houses on the same space of land.
Amazing. So this is also building bonds for life.
Sure.
At this point, so all your kids will end up playing in the same playground.
Sure.
You might even pick the same building designer. It might even be a competition. How many car driveway do you want? That sounds really great.
It builds the spirit of community amongst us.
It does. But now the question is, where are these properties located? It does feel like Lagos is very full.
Sure.
So where are you building these properties?
All right, so GDL is a pan-Nigerian product, pan-Nigerian. So we're able to finance the purchase or the building of properties in most built-up locations around Nigeria. So we're not specific to Lagos. It can be Lagos, it can be Abuja, it can be Port Harcourt. Most of the state capitals in Nigeria were able to fund the purchase or the building of properties in those areas. So what we're doing is we're not giving you houses, we're giving you money.
Wow.
So we are a finance company. So we are empowering you. So you work in a place and you've been thinking, how am I going to get a house? We're giving you a sustainable plan that is based in your financial reality, that empowers you. Because one of the challenges people think about, you see these fine adverts. They say 30% down payment, spread the balance over 2-3 years. The challenge is that you don't have that 30% and then you don't have the balance. So we're saying from where you are, you can start making bite-sized payments. And in 3.5 years with House Money Classic, we will give you the balance of the money required for you to purchase that house and become a landlord.
Okay, so now just to clarify, you are not a construction company.
No, we are not.
You are a financing company.
Yes, we are.
And you are empowering people to own their own home.
Sure.
Now, there have been so many different products and packages, offered to people in the past. What makes this one different?
This product was created with you in mind.
Okay.
It wasn't just about making money. It was about how do we empower the working class, the middle class of Nigeria to become homeowners. How do we do that? How do we change the narrative? We can't just sit down and keep on complaining. Nigeria is a high interest, high poverty environment. How do we trump that? How do we beat that? How do we empower people? And that's why we created this product. GDL is a fully regulated business. We're regulated by the Central Bank of Nigeria, the Securities and Exchange Commission, and also the Nigerian Exchange Group. So you're not dealing with a bunch of 3 guys in a room somewhere. You're dealing with a credible institution with a track record of delivering on its promises.
Fantastic. So someone has at home made that decision. They want to get involved. What exactly do they want?
So you can go to our website, housemoney.ng, or you can call our hotline on 07000 500 600, and there will be people available to talk to you. We also have an app.
7,000?
Yes.
500
600. Very easy to remember. We also have an app the GDL Plus app. So you just go to your iOS or your Play Store and look for GDL space Plus.
So with that app, am I monitoring my progress, my financial...
Everything. Every time you make a monthly payment, you'll see it on the app.
Amazing.
You know how long it will take you for you to finish, and then when GDL will come out and finalize.
I have to say thank you so much for coming to talk to us about this. Mr. Adekola, really, really, really. House Money, Community House Money, Classic GDL House Money seems like an amazing platform that you should be checking out very soon.
Thank you.
At this point, we have to take a performance, as Wake Up Nigeria is not complete without music. Am I right? Am I right? Mr. Victor Chukwuka Godson is here. Globe Boy, NHL, writer, composer, singer, and so much more. He's ready to perform for us. Am I right? Yeah. Fantastic. Yes. Let's go.
I just want to know. Sweetloaded.com. Every day I dey pray for grace. Baba God no give me disgrace. Back then I won't make a fall. Then I won't make a rise. I've been this game for so long ago. Seeing a matter make a day blow. It's glow boy at the shocker. Sure you know at the way there we don't come. But tell clear road. If you stand for road na clear road. No. I go climb the car. As you see me soon I can make a blow. I'm all go. They holler my name now. I'm all go. They feeling my game now. I'm all go. Bad belly can't stop my shine now. I'm all go. Ogoni for Baba, Ogoni for Mama, Ogoni for people where they wash my back, yo. Where say make my life they burn, yo. Burn. As you see me so comfortable. Look into my eyes, I'm capable. Look into my way, unstoppable. Nobody can stop me now. It's glow boy, at the shocker, at the day we don't come. But the way goes scatter your head, yo. To your radio, for your video, I dey burn the place, I'm all go. They holler my name now. I'm all go. They feeling my game now. I'm all go. Bad belly can't stop my shine now. I'm all go. See, Baba God don't shower his blessing on me. Anywhere I go, he's flowing on me. Goodness and mercy shall follow me. Sweetloaded.com. Baba God don't shower his blessing on me. Anywhere I go, he's flowing on me. Goodness and mercy shall follow me.
Vexen.
I just want to know. Sweetloaded.com. Every day I dey pray for grace. Baba God no give me disgrace. Back then I won't make a fall. Then I won't make a rise. I've been this game for so long ago. Seeing a matter make a day blow. It's glow boy at the shocker. Sure you know at the way there we don't come. But belly clear road. If you stand for road na clear road. No. I go climb the car. As you see me soon I can make a blow. I'm all go. They holler my name now. I'm all go. They feeling my game.
So Solid performance there. Love, love, love the energy. And still here, going strong this Wednesday edition of Wake Up Nigeria. I have my next interview right here with me, Adetoro Adetone Fowoshere. Now she's affectionately known as Alaja, and she's an entrepreneur and entertainment executive and the founder of Toro Events. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria, ma'am.
Good morning.
Nice to meet you. Good morning.
Here.
I like your getup. Very nice, simple, very chic and classy. I see the T there.
Yeah.
That was intentional, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes, of course.
That's a brand.
Yeah, that absolutely is a brand. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank
And
you.
I can say, I mean, this is your season, right?
Mhm.
December is definitely your season. But then again, I was going through your bio and I'm like, okay, fine. So you have a background in finance and management systems. How did we find our way down to events? Let's talk a little bit about your background.
Okay. I started off here in Nigeria in 2006 as a finance manager at ENL Consortium, a maritime company, the largest terminal in Lagos, Nigeria. So I spent 12 years there. Within that period, I think by 2014, sometimes I just get bored, you know, so a friend of mine reached out to me and he was like, there's something they want to share with me, and he feels I'm the only one that can convince his own brother to be part of the stuff. And I said, okay, what? So he shared with me Olamide Life in Concerts document, and like, do you know Olamide? And I'm like, oh, yes, of course I do. It's okay. I'm like, oh, I'm a big fan. It's like, okay, so what do we need to do? He said, oh, we're looking to do his concert. And I'm like, okay, concert, what does, yeah, we can do the concert. We can go. So no. We need an investor to come together, put money together, and showcase him as on the stage at a hotel. I'm like, okay, yeah, I've been to shows there. So we gathered around, called my friend, and I said to him, see, we have to do this. And he said, oh, okay, if you're doing it, then I'm in. So myself and OC decided to partner on it. So we met with Olamide, and that was it. And all I saw at that period was how to showcase a street boy to the world. I wasn't looking at my pocket, but I just said, this is a talent here that we need to showcase out there. So that was how we did the first Olik.
Oh, amazing.
So after the first Olik,
what year was that now?
This was 2014.
2014,
yeah.
okay.
So after the first one, I knew it was very challenging, and I'm like, oh, this is the kind of thing I love. I love the creativity about it. And I think I can, I can do more. So we went on, did the second, did the third, and yeah, so that was how we got to do the first to third Olik. And after that, it became something I just took interest in. And
so now 2014 to 2024, that's 10 solid years.
Yes, so,
amazing. So now let's talk about the journey so far. So of course, since then, it's been concerts after concerts, events after events, and of course, we're in December now, the peak period for events. So tell me, how is it usually like? So I know you say you enjoy doing it. Let's talk about the challenging parts for you.
The challenging part is really the purchasing power of Nigerians.
Yes, talking about ticket sales now?
Yes, ticket sales. And the culture. We are not a concert goer country. Yeah. I mean, because we always tend to compare ourselves to the Americans, the United Kingdom people. But like here in Nigeria, they've been doing this for years. So, you know, you save your money. Every month you have to go for a gig. You understand? But here in Nigeria, we don't go for any gig until December. So we save our money for the December, like that Christmas thing. Like, okay, so everybody tends to now do concerts in December. Unlike when we started in 2014, it was limited. I mean, you will only maybe find 3-4 shows to go to. But now we're looking at 50, 60 shows, and every year it keeps increasing. So maybe from December 6th now, you will find 10. And the longer it goes in, the more. So it's becoming very, very competitive. Brands are everywhere, and now they have limited purchasing power too. And so how many concerts do I need to support here? So, but now I believe the brands are already saying it, that some of these concerts or parties that are going on out there are not really solid. So we want to actually put our money into things that that have quality. And that is where my brand comes in. Okay. Our production is top notch, and that is my focus. I make sure my production is top notch, and since I think 2018 when we did Bonner Live in Ekota, that was first Bonner's concert. Sitting with Bonner and Bonner telling you, oh, I want a plane and I want the plane to crash on the stage, and like, okay.
So now I was going to ask that question now. So of course we have these artists who are literally naturally like talents, right? And creatives, and their minds literally tend to go wild. Exactly. Now talking about you, we're talking about financing, we're talking about putting the idea of that together. How do you tame them? How do you tell them, see, bring that your high plan, come. We know it's a great idea, but how do we merge it and marry it together to bring out something great?
It's very hard because they tell you, if I'm already selling arena in America and they're putting this together, I can't come to my own country and do something short. And like, but here, if I do 300 million, 400 million naira worth of concert, how much am I going to sell the ticket for? And what is the capacity of the arena that we're talking about? Everybody tends to look at a hotel as the biggest place for all these things, and the most secured place also. That is what people put in their brain, so, and like, okay, Eco Hotel's capacity is just about 3,000, 4,000 capacity. So if I'm spending 300 million on your production and artist fee, and let's just round everything to 300, how much am I supposed to sell the ticket for? So break even here, I'm already looking at 300 million divided by 3,500. So how are we going to do this? Right. So now that is where we now look for support from brands here and there. And
all right. So I mean, it's a live show. We have very limited time. So very quickly, just in summary, now, what events are we looking for?
We have started December 2024 from the 14th to the 30th, but now we're shifting it from the 14th to January 5th. Yes, because we keep getting a lot of requests. Because last year we did the 12 shows, and what our brand did last year was to showcase the younger generation of artists to the world, and not waiting for everybody to do a co-hotel. So we found a place at the Palms, where the game used to be. It's a warehouse, and it's huge, and it can take from 4,500 to 7,500 capacity, depending on how you set it up.
All right, so 14th to the 5th of January, over 2 weeks, like almost a whole month of events and parties and celebrations. I'll definitely be, amazing. Definitely love to be at those concerts and events. Of course, we'll definitely get more information from you, but we have to go right now. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me here.
All the best.
Thank you.
And I mean, all the strength you need this period.
Thank you so much. It's nice meeting you here.
Okay, so we do have another guest coming up, so do stay tuned. There's still more. Remember our salsa sandwich in the kitchen, so stay tuned. We'll be right back after this break.
At break time, when my champ needs to keep going, he's going to need his favorite snack, containing calcium, iron, and fiber.
Milo Snacks, snack of future champions. Milo!
Now look me straight in the eye and tell me that you sent someone to follow me to terrorize me.
I don't know what.
Just stop lying to me, Charlie. You are the only enemy I have in this life.
All I want now is to earn your forgiveness. I'm an inmate here, just like you are.
Continental Africa to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
Do you think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
Communication, a strong bond can lose everything. All right, we have someone in the studio with me that will be giving us a little chat on that. Ololade Olushola, also known as the Wholeness Queen, is a certified life coach and a neuro-linguistic programming. She's an expert, basically, and she will be helping us a lot on that topic. How are you doing? You're welcome.
Doing very well. Good morning again.
So it's awesome because you'll be talking to us about effective, communication in marriage.
Yes.
But really, so many people hear the word communication, effective communication. Please tell us, what is effective communication?
Yeah, effective communication is, the passing of information through a medium to another sender. But the goal, which we must always anchor, is understanding. So when you're passing information from one person to from one medium to a sender, there always must be understanding. The person receiving the information must understand. And that's why sometimes when you are saying something to someone, the person goes, oh, I see. I see means that I understand what you are saying. But, in terms of marriage and family life, sometimes a lot of people don't see what you're saying. You're just talking, especially in days of God. Everybody's talking at the same time. So basically, the goal of effective communication is understanding.
I see. All right. So I'm not married, so I'm going to be taking a lot of notes here. I'm going to be jotting things down. So please tell me, what are some practical steps that, partners can take in order to have proper and effective communication?
I think first and foremost, we first need to understand that, like I was saying before we came online, is we need to first understand that communication is so vital in a marriage. And this is not because, we're just saying that this is from experience. I've been married for almost 20 years.
20 years?
Yes, next
year,
20 years I've been married.
That's awesome. You should celebrate that, by the way.
Oh, yes. I've almost been married for 20 years. I've been doing this work with my husband. I coach alongside my husband, who is also a life transformation coach. We've been doing this for 7 years. And from research, when we're going to start this, we wanted to see what people wanted solved. And it was amazing from our research that people wanted, communication was the #1 problem. How do I tell my spouse how things? How do I tell my spouse that he has a body odor? How do I tell my spouse that his mouth is smelly? Simple things. But there were things that had to, you had to use wisdom to be able to relate with your spouse. So effective communication, #1, active listening. We're in a generation that everybody's
talking.
And sometimes, sometimes, your spouse is saying something to you, even my husband, and I'm on my phone, and my husband's like, are you listening?
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm listening. He said, no, you're not listening. So he said, drop the phone. So I have to drop the phone and now pay attention to what he said.
More like looking directly.
Yes, look my eyes so that you can see and understand what I'm saying to you. So #1 key thing is active listening. Listen. Drop your gadget. Drop your phone. Listen
look
to
at
what.
me. Look at
me. Let's talk.
Exactly.
In Yoruba, in my language, they say ojuloro, like it's in my eyes that you can see the information.
Okay. All right.
So I think that's #1 thing. I think the second thing is also to be empathetic. Listen with empathy. Because put the person in your shoes. Because what we do at times in marriage is we are quick to identify what our spouse is not doing well. Well, what is one thing that spouse is doing
well?
So you look at that situation from those eyes so that you can get to the bottom of the problem. So a lot of people just want to say, he's not doing this, she's not doing that. At that time, put empathy. If it was you, how would you want to feel? How do you want the solution to go about? Do you understand?
All right, I have another question. I know very well that nonverbal communication is very important in marriages, but I'm just wondering, because I want to know, how do we infuse nonverbal communication, and how does it really help the marriage?
When it comes to nonverbal communication, I think one key thing is also, there are so many, factors to consider. But first and foremost, one of the key things we use even in, therapy is, what is your spouse's love language? And love languages change. Now, I'll use myself as a personal example.
It changes?
Yes, it does.
Wow.
Oh, yes. It changes because your desire for life changes. And I'll give you a practical example.
Okay, tell me.
When I was dating my husband, when we first started dating, I used to gift was my, first love language. My husband would buy me lovely perfume, and something like that. But as we grew up, that stopped. The gifts, yes, they come, but I wanted more of quality time.
Okay.
At the time, it switched from quality time to just words of affirmation. I just wanted to hear, Lolade, you are doing well. You're trying. You're putting so many things together. But some of us don't know that. So imagine if my husband didn't know that my love language had changed from gift to words of affirmation. And he keeps giving me gifts. I'm like, what's this gift for? Thank you, but the thing that I did yesterday, you did not appreciate me for it.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. So one of the key things, one of the key ways, non-verbal ways, of communicating in marriage is to identify at that time what makes your spouse joyful, what makes your spouse happy, what makes your spouse vibed. You don't really need to talk. You can just wake up. Now, words of affirmation, I see a nice note under my pillow in the morning. I'm like, oh my God, I'm being appreciated.
I'll steal that one. I'll steal that one. But let me. I just want to find out. Are there like books, practicals, workshops that people can use to learn more on effective communication?
Yes.
Can you recommend any?
Yes. Okay, so before I recommend any other one, in 2025, I and my husband have been, running this for 7 years.
All right.
We're hidden, and we've just been doing one-on-one communication, but we are scaling it up. We're starting, let's talk about it, because we see that a lot of people just want to talk.
True.
And so let's talk about it starting in January 2025, where we'll be 19 years in marriage.
Okay.
And we're going to bring in our resources and stuff to help couples going through, a trying season. And also, I think is it Gary Chapman? I'm trying to remember his name. The person that wrote Love Languages. There's thousands of books. I don't know why they're just not coming to mind. One of my main mentors, I know internet is very good, is Dr. Miles Monroe.
Okay.
Dr. Miles Monroe is late now, but he has thousands of write-ups on the internet. Go and listen, even on YouTube. Just sit down and just type Dr. Miles Monroe marriage and family life. You will have so many things to do. He has this book, The Power and Purpose of Love and Marriage. He has books on divorce, because some people are struggling with that. As a pastor, as I was telling you, I'm a pastor.
You're a pastor as well?
Yes.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yes,
brilliant.
I'm a pastor and a pastor's wife.
Oh, okay. Your husband is also a pastor?
Yes.
Okay, pastor's wife. All right.
Yeah, but at the same time, we always say this, all pastors are not coaches. So we are pastors and we are certified life coaches. My husband is even a therapist. So it's important that we go and see certified life coaches. Not all pastors are coaches. And it's important that we are trained to help couples that are going through trying times to be able to go from one place of, their issues to where they really want to be. So that's
if there is one step or one advice you can give couples who are probably having issues in, their marriage with communication, especially people who love to bottle things up. I know a couple of people that have talked to me and they're like, I don't want to say anything. But the day they say it, they just pour everything out. Like, blah, 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 blah.
It's a blow up.
It's a blow up, exactly. So what advice do you give to people who are struggling to really just give out, the information at the time, especially when they feel it might just hurt the person if they say it at that moment? So how do they get better? How do they fix that?
I always say something, and it's important that, first and foremost is to sit down. And I was saying that especially for this festive season, it's important that you create time for yourself. Sometimes we are too busy for our marriage. We are too busy for our family. It doesn't make any sense. So you have to first sit down and say, look, we need to talk about this. And sometimes it has gotten so bad, you need to see a coach. You need to see a coach and talk to a coach that can come in, or a counselor that can come in and help you.
So I know you talked about sitting down and, having a coach, but I think we have to stand up. You know why? Because we have to take you to the kitchen. We have something else for you.
Wow.
And we want to show you. So please join us.
All right, let's go.
Join us. Just let's.
Fabulous Wednesday. Sorry, yes, Wednesday. It is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
Wednesday morning, and our chef has been hard at work. Yes, Winfrey?
Of course. Welcome into the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen.
Yes. I'm blocking you. I'm blocking you. Apologize. Apologize.
So Chef Adiola here has literally been hard at work. Putting together this sandwich, salsa sandwich. Now, I would like for you to try it out and let us know what you think about it. So, Chef, tell us what's in it as she tries it out. So, quickly, just take a bite.
We have mayonnaise and egg slices. And we have the salsa, apple salsa.
Apple salsa.
Apple salsa.
Oh my God, try this morning.
So what do you
Sweetness. Good job, sweetness.
Nice.
That's the salsa. That's the salsa.
And that's all we need to hear.
Yeah, we've been talking about having healthier options this December, and this is one of them that you can try at home. Which December first?
No.
Stop it, Winfrey. I'm going to be slimmer than you in January. Let's take
I believe in miracles. All right, thank you so much for sticking here with us. We'll see you same time, same station tomorrow. Goodbye.
Bye.
We don't like to eat better, more nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty